In today's video, I want to take you guys through a bunch of free stuff available right now on the PlayStation Store. A Code Vein demo is arriving to the PlayStation Store relatively soon ahead of the game's release on September 27th. That is a game that I am personally very much looking forward to. However, I am not completely sold on it, so this is a demo that I'm very interested in checking out, so we'll talk all about that. There's a new PlayStation Store running not only in the States, but also over in Europe. Save up to 65% on a variety of different PlayStation 4 titles. We'll go through that pretty quickly, and then Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire Ultimate Edition has been announced for the PlayStation 4. Very excited about that. PoE is an incredibly underrated RPG. I'm talking Pillars of Eternity, not Path of Exile. Probably not best to use the PoE abbreviation there, but I'm very excited for Pillars of Eternity's sequel to come to PS4. This is already out on PC, received well over there. And now it's making the transition to consoles with the add-ons included, so that is very exciting. We'll talk that at the end of this video. But first up, Bandai Namco has announced that they will be releasing a demo for Code Vein for PlayStation 4 on September 3rd. The demo will allow players to create their own character, explore the start of the game, and dive into the first part of the depths, a challenging dungeon that promises to test the player's ability. Code Vein is a game that I'm very excited for. It's seeing a lot of resemblances and comparisons to games such as Dark Souls, and with comparisons like that, obviously you're inherently gonna get a little excited. It does have more of an anime look to it, which that's gonna appeal to some people more so than others. For me, I can definitely appreciate a unique art style, and Code Vein definitely has that going for it. Unfortunately, this is a game that saw some issues with delays. It was actually supposed to be released a year ago, literally the same week that it is gonna be released, but in 2018. I think it was scheduled for like a September 26th release last year. Then it got delayed, but now we're finally gonna get our hands on it. However, whenever a game sees a sudden and steep delay like this, I'm always a little bit skeptical on whether or not the game is gonna live up to expectations. Usually in the sense of delays, you would think it's to improve a game, but when a game is abruptly delayed like that and for a long time, that does get me a little bit scared. However, they're releasing a demo, they're gonna let us play it ahead of the game's official release, over 3 weeks before the game is officially out, so that's very exciting. And of course, as a demo, it's gonna be absolutely free. And Code Vein does look to be like a very compelling game. The game is set in the not too distant future. A mysterious disaster has brought collapse to the world as we know it. Towering skyscrapers, once symbols of prosperity, are now lifeless graves of humanity's past, pierced by the thorns of judgment. At the center of the destruction lies a hidden society of revenants called Vein. The final stronghold is where the remaining few fight to survive, blessed with gifts of power in exchange for their memories and a thirst for blood. Given to the bloodlust fully and risk becoming one of the lost fiendish ghouls, devoid of any remaining humanity, wandering aimlessly in search of blood, the lost will stop at nothing to satisfy their hunger. Team up and embark on a journey to the ends of hell to unlock your past and escape your living nightmare in Code Vein. Again, Code Vein will be dropping on September 27th, but you can check out the demo for free on September 3rd. And speaking of free, a couple of free stuff available right now on the PlayStation Store. There's a Summers at Seaside Prinny theme. I love Prinny. Prinny is an NIS IP, and he's just a charming character. You can customize your PlayStation 4 system with this cool theme. This theme allows you to change up the look of your background and PlayStation Dynamic menu. Download it today. It was just released yesterday, and you can check it out for free, so give that a look. On top of that, to go along with that, you've got a couple of avatars. You've got the Lucky Board Floaty avatar, as well as the Beach Bum Prinny avatar. So if you want some cool summer themes and avatars, you can get them here with the Summers at Seaside Prinny theme, as well as the Lucky Board Floating avatar and the Beach Bum Prinny avatar. I don't know if these are going to be available for the long term, or if this is something that they're just going to keep available to round out the summer, and who knows, the price might go up, they might get delisted. So add them to your library now and you'll have them forever. Even if you're not a big fan of Prinny, I feel like the characters are relatively charming, where even if you're not a fan, you could at least appreciate the cool look of it. So do give that a look. Again, it's absolutely free. Okay, moving on from that, there is another new PlayStation Store sale running right now, but this one for the guys over in Europe. The new PlayStation Store discounts start today. Save up to 65% on PlayStation 4 games, and there are a lot of games being discounted. I want to highlight them really quickly. Not going to go super in-depth on the price points, since we already have talked about a lot of these games. But nonetheless, BioShock The Collection is discounted. Call of Duty Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, City Skylines is on sale. That's really good. I would highly recommend that. Grand Theft Auto 5 is discounted for the two of you that don't own that game. Hitman 2 is on sale. Hitman 2 Gold Edition. Just Cause 4 Lego Batman is on sale, Mafia 3, Middle-earth Shadow of War, Mortal Kombat X, Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil Revelations, Team Sonic Racing is on sale, so that's a pretty nice discount. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, XCOM 2, XCOM 2 Collection, and there are a couple of other deals of the week sales. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands and the PlayStation Presents sale is still running right now. A couple of low-key titles on sale as a part of that, so give that a look. A lot of discounts over in Europe. You're definitely going to want to take advantage of all of those. Standouts as a part of this sale, of course, you can't go wrong with The Witcher 3. BioShock The Collection is a great buy. Just Cause 4 has been making some strides. I don't know if it's worth the current price point, but if you have been eager to check that game out, it's actually released a couple of expansions, released an update, and it's a better game now than it was initially. Payday 2 Crime Wave Edition is also on sale. That's a really good buy. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy is also discounted, so that's definitely worth a look. That came out earlier this year, hasn't been seeing a lot of discounts, but one that I would highly recommend if you are into visual novels and more story-driven titles. That's exactly what you're going to find out of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. So that sale is running right now. Do give that a look for yourself. And lastly, I do want to talk a little bit about Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire Ultimate Edition. It is coming to the PlayStation 4 after a long wait. We now know that this version of the game will be coming to the PS4, and hopefully it'll be coming out soon. However, we did not get a release date. I would imagine it would be an early 2020 release. At this point, if you're announcing games and you're not scheduling them for a concrete release date for later in the year, probably chances are that it is going to be a early 2020 title. However, still very excited for that, but it just adds to the packed lineup in early 2020, especially when you add an RPG like this that's going to take so many hours of investment. But nonetheless, it notes the critically acclaimed RPG from the masters at Obsidian Entertainment finally arrives, featuring all major updates and expansions. Bend the world to your will as you explore the depths of infinite possibilities, including detailed character customization, total freedom of exploration, and more meaningful choices at every turn. Featuring an enormous open world, a massive cast of characters, and a story you can play your way, Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire Ultimate Edition redefines the role-playing game experience for a new generation. And on top of the base game, you get a ton of DLC. You get the Beast of Winter DLC, Heed the Call of Vantnir, a priest of the God of Death to halt the tide of destruction and roaching upon the living. You also get the Forgotten Sanctum DLC, battle your way through the bowels of a vengeful sleeping god. You've got the Seeker Slayer Survivor DLC, triumph or die in the Crucible of Kazuwari, where only the mighty reign. And it notes you can play in either turn-based mode or classic real-time with pause. Immerse yourself in a deep single-player RPG game experience now with both classic real-time with pause and new turn-based combat. Deadfire builds on the foundation of classic tabletop gameplay more than ever before. Over 100 hours of gameplay per playthrough, and this is a game that lends itself to replayability, so if you do want to play through the game a couple times, it's gonna be a relatively unique experience every time through. So in terms of content, it's absolutely gonna be packed with that. You can play however you want, detailed character creator, and over 1,000 class permutations gives you the freedom to be whoever you want. And again, with over 1,000 class permutations, it just lends itself to being a lot more replayable and having a new and authentic experience every time. Gather your party, build your party, and customize your companions to join you on your quest. Assign multiple classes and deeper abilities for each. Witness their personal relationships, reactions to player choice, and interactions with each other unfold. Now, this game has already been released on PC, received very well over there. Some would say it's not quite as good as the first title. However, the first title was very, very good, and the second I thought was still a very good game. And with him making the transition to PS4, the first one worked great with the DualShock 4 control, so I imagine similar things out of the second. It should be noted that this game is coming from Obsidian Entertainment and probably going to be one of their last to come to the PlayStation 4. Of course, we are looking forward to The Outer Worlds, but after the release of this and The Outer Worlds, they are being acquired by Microsoft. Microsoft has been a little bit more open in releasing their games on other platforms, but at this point, it seems like they are just going to stick to Xbox platforms and PC platforms. I don't think PlayStation is going to be in their future, at least not in the near future. We did hear about them trying to bring Halo over to PlayStation 4, and as crazy of a story as that was, so it does seem like Microsoft is open to the idea of releasing their games on a wide variety of platforms, but in the case of them acquiring Obsidian, would be kind of strange if they acquired a studio like this only for them to continue releasing games on other platforms. So for the foreseeable future, I do expect their games after these to be Xbox and PC exclusives. Nonetheless, very excited for Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. Hopefully it is released at like $49.99. Even if it is $60, I think it will be worth it, given that you just get so much content for your money, and I would say it's a good buy all around. And that's gonna conclude this video. Again, Code Vein will be getting a free demo on PlayStation 4 that'll be launching September 3rd, a little ahead of its September 27th release. If If you like free stuff, and who doesn't, the Summers at Seaside printing theme is available right now free, as is the Lucky Board Floaty avatar and the Beach Bum printing avatar. A new PlayStation Store sale has kicked off over in Europe, so check that out. And Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire Ultimate Edition has been announced for PlayStation 4. That'll include the base game as well as a bunch of DLC content, so definitely nice on that. That's gonna conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.